I'm Michael Waltrip. This is Speed Channel. No one gets you closer.
Hey, welcome back to the Daytona International Speedway. Bobby Gerhart continuing to lead. 200-miler here, ARCA RE Max Series action. He's followed by Justin Labonte. Let's check in with Ralph Shaheen.
Well, they just pitted Jason Jarrett's car, and they had a very bad vibration on that car. Now, they pitted and took on 4 tires. They think it is I got it right here in front of me. See which one it is. The left rear tire. Left rear tire, bad for Jason Jarrett.
And Ralph, problems on the 04 car, Keith Seegers.
Yeah, he's gotten in the wall right there off of turn 2, it looks like. He's smoking heavily, trying to get to pit road right now, Steve.
So far, we do not see a caution flag.
As long as he don't put any debris down, they probably will not throw a caution flag, but a lot of damage on that car, and it's up there on the front end. And when you damage the front end that bad, your day's pretty much done here at Daytona, as much as that front end's important.
Take a look at it, guys. He's on the backstretch.
I thought so. He got squeezed up in the wall as they come off that corner right there.
That was the 75. That's Michael Vergers, we said, making his ARCA debut.
Yeah, the left front damage came from the 75 car. The right front damage came from getting into the wall.
And Larry, as you know, coming off of turn 2, the car's kind of set out because of the transitioning off of that corner. So it kind of throws the car out to the backstretch wall, believe it or not. So it's real easy to pinch somebody into there.
And the longer you run, the less these tires grip that push. The front end not turning gets worse and worse off turn 2.
It really does.
Back up to the leaders. And guys, don't look now, but here comes Frank Kimmel.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. He had 11 poles last year.
Well, and I talked to Frank quite a bit a couple of days ago, and he told me, and what's happened is exactly what he anticipated. You know, he didn't qualify that good, at least by his standards, qualified like 11th, and their standards is sitting on the front row. But he said, I just know from my experience, this car will draft good. We got the 75 car. He's in trouble on the backstretch.
Got a caution.
That will bring out the caution. First caution of the day displayed on lap 10. 75 car, Michael Vergers. Pretty heavy damage to the rear of that machine. So first caution coming on lap 10 of 80 here, the ARCA RE Max Series. Race from Daytona. Speed Week's underway. The Daytona 500 next weekend.
A lot of damage to that car. A lot of damage. And I don't really, unless you're at the back of the pack, Jeff, I don't know that I would expect to see cars coming to pit road. Again, they were talking like they could maybe run up to around 40 laps on tires, on fuel, so a little early for pit stop.
Unless, Larry, I want to point out, these guys didn't have a lot of practice time, so it may be part of the problem. He spun way back off that corner.
The car just came around with him. Nobody was near him, just got loose with him, rear end come around, off turn 2.
This is from Chase Montgomery's car.
And I would hope that's where Chase Montgomery's spotter on top of the grandstand was saying, go low, go low, go low.
Well, we talked about the spotters yesterday in the Dash Series race. They are so important.
They really are. I mean, their eyes, and these guys now, they're in those race cars. They have full face helmets. They have a headrest. They have head neck restraints. And your vision, your peripheral vision is not that good. And, you know, they got on the spotters. Don't drive the race cars for those drivers, but let them know what's going on around them.
As we were saying earlier, guys, I don't really know what they're going to do. But if I would have a car like Billy Venturini, who's had a problem, I'm sure you'll see Billy come down on pit road to try to work on his car. And one other thing I noticed at that little short run we did have, it looked like maybe Jason Jarrett had their problem fixed because he was able to stay right in front of the leaders.
Well, Jeff, it doesn't look like they're going to come on pit road. We'll come back to the Daytona International Speedway. You're watching ARCA RE Max Series Racing on the Speed Channel. Welcome back to the Daytona International Speedway. We're still under caution. First caution of the day coming out on lap 10. The highest running car to come to pit road, that's the 11 car there. Andy Hillenberg, a former winner of this race and the 1995 champion. The 1 car of Andy Belmont also came to pit road. Team put the hood up, put it back down. He is back on the racetrack. We'll come back for the green flag here with ARCA RE Max Series Discount Auto Parts 200. You're watching the Speed Channel. Chase Montgomery sits on pit road. To a driver competing on the ARCA RE Series offers a unique challenge found in no other motorsports series. ARCA runs on super speedways like Daytona, intermediate tracks like Charlotte and Atlanta, and short tracks such as Salem and Winchester. And on dirt, places like Springfield and Des Moines, Illinois. The next race, March 9th in Atlanta. Really an impressive, diverse schedule, guys.
It really is. I mean, it's 2.5-mile racetracks like here at Daytona. It's mile dirt tracks. It's half-mile short tracks. Look at there, Pocono. A lot of the Winston Cup tracks.
Exactly right. And Des Moines, I mean, can you believe it? These guys are still racing dirt. This is the most complete series. The ARCA RE Series is a fantastic series. If you want to see it all, get it done, you got to watch these guys do it and do it right.
And we're just about ready to go back racing. The caution flag displayed on lap 10. When they take the green flag, it'll be lap 15 of 80 here at the Daytona International Speedway. Bobby Gerhardt is your leader. The veteran.
Green flag, come on.
Justin Labonte in the red car just behind him.
Now you see the purple car there on the inside, Jason Jarrett, the 67. He's a lap down. He was able to line up on the inside line. His vibration was an equalized tire. And what that actually means, it's one of the tires on the car. Here they run a safety liner inside the tire. And that pressure is normally 15 to 20 pounds higher than the outside tire pressure. If you get a leak between the two, the pressures do what we call equalize, and it's a vibration that'll vibrate the fillings out of your teeth.
You won't know what's going on. You don't whether you got a wheel bearing going bad, a drive shaft out round, or whatever, but a driver cannot drive it. He doesn't know exactly which one to fix either.
And people at home may wonder, well, why run an inner liner? It's a safety feature in case that tire happens to come apart.
You cut a tire down, it's a tire within a tire. It just gives you that little bit extra cushion if you do have a tire go down or cut a tire down, especially on that right front.
Bobby Gerhardt in the 5, 22, young Damon Lusk, just 24 years old, running in the second position. The 05, Rick Corelli, he's from Colorado.
The High Plains Drifter.
He's one of the truck series.
Exactly right. He's the veteran of this group right now.
Let's check in with Ralph Shaheen.
Well, Justin Labonte started this race inside the top 10. Now he's all the way up near the front of this field. And this is a car that he ran very well with at Talladega last year. So he is expecting good things out of this car. The only thing that kept him out of the victory circle at Talladega was a broken oil line. So if they can keep this car together today, Justin Labonte might be moving even farther to the front.
And remember, he's got Ernie Elliott power. And last year in the Winston Cup ranks, they were able to score their first victory with Ernie Elliott power. So he's got a good ride and good power in that hood for the day.
But what's not good, if you look at that car right there, blank quarter panels. No sponsor right now. It's just a one-race deal here at Daytona.
Looking at the back there of Frank Kimmel's car. Frank Kimmel riding in the 5th position right now, just ahead of Justin Labonte.
And Larry, one thing I want to add, so far, early in this part of this race, I've seen a lot of give and take from a lot of these young drivers as well as a lot of the veterans, a lot of give and take.
We got to talk about giving and taking. Damon Lusk in that 22 car, he went to the high side.
Out for debris. You got a car outside.
We do have a caution out, though. They're saying it's a debris caution. Debris caution.
Second caution coming out on lap 17 to come back to the start-finish line. Everybody does a good job of holding their position. You're watching ARCA RE Series racing on the Speed Channel. We'll be back to Daytona right after this brief message.